It's the only book, especially of its time, that just allowed kids to wallow in the fact that they were allowed to have a bad day. Children's books are pretty happy for the most part.
I had no idea this was based on a book. It's the first I've heard of it. I portray Ben Cooper, who is what is known as a fammy, a father mommy. He is a stay-at-home dad. He is holding down the fort. He is now in charge of all of the day-to-day doings of the family while his wife is at her job.
But he's desperately trying to get a job and to get back into the workforce, and he's a rocket scientist, so he's a smart dude.
Yeah, but is embracing this role as well, and there's really no chip on his shoulder about it. He wants to be the best dad and fammy that he can possibly be.
I play Kelly Cooper, who is just a typical working mom, trying to juggle everything, keep all the balls in the air, and succeeds a lot of the time, but would be nothing without her partner in crime, her husband, Ben Cooper. And she has 4 kids. They're all different ages. There's a wide range, and she has a very demanding job. And the financial pressure of the household really falls on her right now. And I have so many friends for whom this is the case. I think it's a pretty, as a working mom who isn't under that much pressure, I definitely can relate to trying to get it all done.
You know, it's interesting because I've heard this now, this film described as a throwback to the kind of movies that we grew up watching, you know, live action family movies that they don't seem to be making as much these days. And, you know, we'll see if it's a classic. But I think it's modeled after classics. I think it's a movie that I really think families in particular, will relate to. And it's very honest. And Miguel, our director, is an interesting filmmaker. He's not necessarily somebody that you would expect to be doing a big, broad family movie. And he puts his own spin on it. And I think he emphasizes the humanity of it all above everything else.
I think that really, no matter what happens in your day, if you can come through it as a family, you're going to be okay. And if you will get to the other side if you can just have a little bit of a sense of humor about it and just have each other's backs.
We did.
We did. We had the best kids in this movie ever.
They're pretty great. They're, and you've met them. They're special.
They are. They're smart and funny and very professional, but also didn't take themselves so seriously.
No.
Yeah.
No, they're kids. They acted like kids, but they were also really good actors. Mm-hmm. And so they weren't these weird robot children that, you know.
We just had a great time with them. It felt like an ensemble. It felt like definitely that they could toss anything our way and we could toss anything back at them. They were up for anything.
What is... They don't exist in my life.
They don't?
No.
No.
No, I'm #blessed.
And not that long ago, I had the kids in the car ready to go to school, and I was driving out of the driveway and scraped my husband's whole side of the car with my side of the car and ruined 2 cars in 5 seconds. That was an Alexander-esque moment.
I actually scraped Ben Affleck's car as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was my worst day. Mm-hmm. He got so mad.
He got really mad at you.
Carell! No! My wife this morning, you this afternoon.
What am I to do? I can't take much more.
That's uncanny.
Yeah.
The way I do your husband.
I know. Mm-hmm.